Morning, Trainiacs. On today's endurance adventure, you might see a grown Taren cry. As we've been doing on Thursdays for the last 6-9 months, today is our open to all group Zwift ride. And some yahoo really wrote a jerk of a workout. It's me. What we have cooked up here today is a series of Russian sprints. Russian sprints are like cycling's answer to Ipecac serum. Make me throw up. I should get a bucket. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 minutes of easy spinning and then 4 times 15 seconds at FTP with high cadence to basically turn on the connection between the brain and the legs with a 60-second easy spin between. Then the Russian sprints are, here, get this, here's how it works. We go, ready? 5 seconds fast, 55 seconds easy, 10 seconds fast, 50 seconds easy, 15 seconds fast, 45 seconds easy, 20 seconds fast, 40 seconds easy, and it just goes up like that, where you go faster for 5 seconds longer every time, and then you reduce the rest by 5 seconds every time until we get to 50 seconds fast, 10 seconds easy, 55 seconds fast, and then there is a 3-minute, 10-second easy spin, and then we do it again. And all this intense, the fast is meant to be as fast as you can go. Like here's a good way to understand how to do your fast, your zone 4 and your zone 5, which is, I mean, it's essentially the same, because what you're looking to do in both cases is go as fast as you can go without fading by the end of an interval or by fading by the final interval and feeling like you could have done one more. That's the real sweet spot. So zone 4 efforts should be a little bit longer. Zone 5 efforts should be a little bit shorter, because we're always looking at getting into that like near failure but not quite failure state, and that's what ends up making the speed improvements. I'm really procrastinating here. So we actually recently had the CEO of Zwift on the podcast, and I ended up asking him, like, what is it that makes Zwift a success? And I figured that they must have some sort of a, I don't know, like gamification, that we're tapping into the primal sensors of the brain, the amygdala, and something really fancy like that. And what he said is no, it's essentially just the ability to, if you have to ride inside, like I do, you can still connect with people online. And then I recently ended up chatting with Craig, shout out to Craig, who's my contact at Zwift, and I said, like, what is it that keeps people on the platform, on Zwift? And he said, well, if people can find a community to ride with, that's what makes it more enjoyable for them, and that's what tests to show that people stick around. So let's say there's a future here where I end up surviving this workout. After that happens, I'll explain how you can A, find our group ride if you want to join us, but B, find group rides, find group races, actually talk to people. How do you converse, and how do you arrange to ride with friends? And how do you make it so much more engaging than just solo suffering? I have shared suffering here coming up today. That's gonna leave a mark. Holy jeez. Shout out to Trainiacs Robin and Chrissy, who had the bright idea to up the bias at the end by 3%. For the last 3 intervals, heart rate got up to 175. I needed a group to get us going through that. That was good. Now I need composure. Give me maybe just a few days to recover. I think I'm whole again. All right, let's go through, I tallied up 5 different ways that you can end up riding with people in Zwift. We'll go through them fairly quickly and give you some ideas about how to optimize it so that you don't get kicked out of the platform halfway through a ride, and so that it's user-friendly for you. The first way to ride with somebody is through a group ride like we've done. Now, only approved partners like us can hold organized group events where there's a set workout that everyone is joined together in. To find these, you open the Zwift Companion app, and the Zwift Companion app needs to be on the same Wi-Fi network as whatever you're running Zwift on, whether it's a Apple TV like I have, or an iPad, or whatever that might be. Once you get to the Zwift Companion app, you go to Events, tap on the bike or the run, whether it's a bike or run event, and then you go forward to whatever day the event is going to be. So in our case, we hold our group rides. Right now it is 9 a.m. Central Time on Thursdays, and it's open to all. You can come to that. So what you do, if our workout was uploaded right now, which it will be by the time you see this, you scroll down, find the event that you want, click on it, and let's say in this case, this is just a group ride, you would tap the add button, and it's going to give you an opportunity to save it, to set a reminder, to add it to the calendar. And what's going to happen is that you start riding around that time. There's going to be a little box in the left-hand corner of the screen that's going to ask you if you want to join the event, and you click on that, and then you'll wait to join the event, and you can start talking to people. Now, if you don't want to get kicked out, try to lower the resolution, especially if you're using an Apple TV 4K like I am. I was getting kicked out of my own rides at the start, and then I lowered the resolution to 720p. Everything is good. Then to end up talking to people, when you end up going into that ride, you're going to be able to message people like I was today through the app. Again, the Zwift Companion app, and it's basically just going to automatically end up going and detecting that you're in this ride, and you can talk to them, and you can text away like I do, or you can dictate into the app if you would rather do that, or you can actually set up a Discord channel. Now, we don't quite have a Discord channel set up, but that's something that I'm going to be looking at, because group runs while chatting with people I think would be a lot of fun. The next way that you can ride with people is basically an identical way, but you're looking for a race. So you go through the events and you look for something that is indicated as a race. So often it's something like a challenge, it's indicated as a race, you can search for a race, and in this case there are A, B, C, and D groups, and each group as you scroll down ends up having an indication of the watts per kg. Some tips on this: be very conservative. These races are really intense. The highest heart rates that I've ever recorded were in a Zwift race. Don't expect that you're going to be able to chat really at all through this. You're just lucky if you can hang on. So in my case, theoretically, I could do 3.2 to 4 watts or even 4 to 5 watts per kg, but for one reason or another, they are so competitive that it ends up being way more than what you expect. So if it's your first time doing a race, start out pretty conservative so you don't get just destroyed and not having a good experience. I mean, even if you go down a level, you're probably going to have a rough experience. They're tough, really tough. But you just add these the exact same way that you would add a group ride. You hit plus. Again, you're going to have the opportunity to set a reminder, add it to your calendar, and then you just tune in a few minutes beforehand and click that button to join the event. And then hang on for dear life. Now, next thing that I want to show you is how to actually use a pace partner. Let's say you don't know anyone or there's no race, you're just tuning in and you don't want to ride completely alone. Well, you can join one of the pace partners that's going around the entire time. So Zwift has pace partners that are going around continuously through the world that you can always join. Now, what you want to do is switch to the world that you want, and there's always going to be pace partners in Watopia. Go down to the pace partners that are here. You can select the pace partners. And why this is really nice is because, yeah, it is an avatar and it's not a real human that you are getting paced by, but there's a huge group because a lot of people end up joining the pace partners. So that's a way to make some new friends and start building a community. Now we've got here an introduction to pace partners. You hit next, and then you end up choosing your pace partner based on watts per kg if you are a cyclist. And the watts per kg, they're kind of small on screen, but we'll put them up here for you. On the bike, the D group pace partner is 1 to 2.4 watts per kg. The C group is 2.5 to 3.1 watts per kg. The B group is 3.2 to 3.9 watts per kg. And the A group is 4 plus watts per kg. And just like with the group ride, you can chat with everyone who's around you. Zwift also just released run group pace partners. I had to write this down. The fastest group is 4:07 per K, 6:36 per mile. That's hoofing it. 5:03 per K, 8:06 per mile is the B group. 6:40 per K, 10:43 per mile is the C group. 8:20 K, 13:24 per mile is the D group. And fun fact, that 13:24 per mile, that is the slowest possible effort that you can put out while Zwift running where the avatar actually runs. Fun fact. While we're here, another way that you can ride with people is basically a celebrity sighting. So the same place that we found the pace partners, you're gonna actually find people that you already follow that are currently doing a ride. So right now there's pro triathlete Kelsey Withrow, ITU athlete Matt McElroy, and Yvonne Timwell from the Zwift Tri Academy here in Watopia. And if you get to a place, a world that there isn't actually anyone that you follow like this, just go to a different world. Quite often Watopia, being the host world, is where there's the most amount of people. So you just scroll down, you select who you want to ride with, join them, and it'll ask if you want to ride with them, and then it's basically going to take you exactly to where they are, and you'll have a few seconds to start riding and see. It'll pedal assist end, and it's up to me, and wah, wah, wah. Bye, Yvonne. Ride on, girl. The final way that you can ride with people, let's say you don't want to ride with Yvonne or some other celebrity in a group ride, in just meeting up with them. Most people are really cool with you just meeting up with them. It gives them a chance to chat. Doing a race, you don't want to do anything like that. You want to actually find a friend and literally ride with them. You can set that up. Again, it's in the Zwift companion app. And what you do is you go to events, and then up here where we've got the icons for the bike, the run, the third icon next to the runner is what you'd click on. You'd hit create a meetup. You'd select whether you want it to be a bike or a run meetup. You'd select the time that you want to do it. You'd select the world that you want to do it. You'd select where you start, the distance or the duration. And then here's the key. You've got to invite Zwifters, but only Zwifters following you are athletes that you can invite. So you go through your following list and you would hit all the Zwifters that you want to follow. So essentially you've just got to know the people and you can't go and spam like Lucy Charles Barkley. Actually, the first time that I ever met Lucy, it was from riding with her on here. And she turned me inside out. So that's it, Trainiacs. Those are the main ways that you can find a community to ride with on Zwift and make the suffering go by much quicker and push you a little bit extra. Now, again, if you want to join us, we have a group ride that's open to all. It happens on Thursdays. Typically, it's 9 a.m. Central Time. Sometimes it's fairly easy. Sometimes, like today, it's fairly hard. They're not all that intense. But check me out on Zwift. The first name is T. The last name is Riathlon Taren. That's how you'd find me on Zwift. And ride on. Later, Trainiacs.